Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Grateful Living Cruises. Today, we have a new wonderful series starting for you, and we are embarking upon the Carnival Dream for an 8-day adventure over to Key West, Celebration Key, Half Moon Cay, and Nassau. Hi, I'm Scott. Thank you for coming to my channel. This channel is dedicated to all things cruises and living life with gratitude. We're going to talk about cruise reviews. We're going to talk about the ships. We're going to talk about the overall experiences on these cruises. We're going to talk about traveling solo, traveling as a big guy, and all sorts of other things. My hope is that you are able to find some value in the content that I'm providing, and if so, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel and liking the videos that I produce. So, here's to our journey together, Grateful Living Cruises. Now let's get right into it. Okay everyone, so apparently there was an oil spill at the port in the channel of Galveston, and therefore a lot of the ships were delayed, and because of that it looks like the ship that I had coming in, or that I'm getting on, was delayed coming in, so they still have people getting off and it's 11:30 a.m. so needless to say, there is quite a long line of people going back and forth. So I don't know how long it's going to take us to get on this one. This is going to be an interesting test, but we're going to get on this ship one way or the other, and we are starting the timer now. I've never had it taken this long on any ship I've ever been on, so I hope if something bad did happen that they are okay, but I'll check back in later. After 46 minutes, we are finally moving a little bit. This is a hot mess. The last cruise I took out of Seattle, you guys can go back on my channel and look. That embarkation process from the parking lot to being on the ship took 12 minutes. This is the longest in all the cruises I've ever been on. So I don't know if the government shut down, if it was an emergency, if it was the oil spill, but my legs is tired. Okay guys, it's been an hour and 40 minutes, a little bit over, and we are finally about to get on the Carnival Dream. So that was quite an ordeal. I've never experienced anything like that before, but the good news is the cruise is about to begin, and hopefully we don't have to wait too long for our rooms to be ready. So anyway, we're going to get on the ship, do our muster station drill, and then hopefully go drop off stuff in the room, and then get on our way. An hour and 45 minutes, but we are on the ship.
Oh, what is that? Hold on.
Okay, we came over here to the Lido. We're going to get some Mongolian grill, maybe. Doesn't look too terribly bad in here right now. So yeah, we're gonna give this a try and get some water. I just filled my ice and water, and let's get some food. Okay, everyone, we have made it to the Carnival Dream, and I am about to show you guys my room here on the second floor of the Carnival Dream. We are in an aft room, so all the way to the very back, and it's a really interesting room, so I can't wait to show you guys. It's an ocean view room, so it's not a balcony, but it is an ocean view room. And yeah, so let's take a tour again. I am in room, okay, so I am in room 2470 again here on the Carnival Dream. So let's take a look at what we have. So when you walk in, of course, you have this big pole right here in front of us. However, it's a metal pole, so I'm going to use it for magnets. I'm going to use it to put magnets on it, and I can hang like hats and stuff. But yeah, as soon as you walk in, you notice the room is definitely a different shape. And it's kind of interesting. It's kind of in a corner. So the bed is kind of turned a little sideways, but it has a great view there of the window and the wake that's going to be behind there. So it's an interesting setup. I kind of like it because it does give you a lot of room. Let's take a look at the closets. So typical closet here. Someone left behind their hangers. And then we have shelving here. So lots of shelving. It's nice. And then we have a desk. And the desk is actually a pretty nice size. It does have a little stool, but I also have a actual chair back here, which I didn't have on my last cruise. We have a regular household outlet down here, and then we do have a European one over here, which I do have an adapter for as well. There's a random little space here and a random table. I have my little suitcase on it right now, but it may become part of my workstation. Over here, I do have this set up as a king-size bed, and there are end tables on both sides, so nightstands on both sides of the bed. And then this side of the nightstand does have two USBs, and the other side does not have any kind of USB or any kind of port, but it is a nice little nightstand with storage. Of course, the star of the show here is going to be being able to look out this window, although it's quite dirty. I don't know if I can get them to clean that or not, but it's still going to be a nice view off the back of the ship. Over here we have the television, and then we have some storage where the safe is located. So the safe is down here, and then we have the beverage cooler down there. And then, of course, the restroom is kind of tucked away in this corner. As you can tell, it's kind of a older style, but it has plenty of shelving. Look at that. 3 shelves on each side. A nice amount of countertop space, and then even more storage down below. We have a mirror, and then we also have a double hanging towel rack on the top, a single one down there, and then another one right there below the sink. Now, you guys know I hate the shower curtains. This does have a shower curtain, however, it looks like it's in good condition. And then we have our shampoo, shower gel, no conditioner, and then our handheld shower wand there. And we do also have in here your typical coat hanger, not coat hanger, clothesline. So, yeah, so this is just, the first impressions of the ship. But so far, so good. You guys, this is just my first impression. As I get more used to the room, I will definitely come back and show you more. But for now, let's take a elevator up, and we're going to go to the sail away party. So sail away, sail away. All right, guys, I'll see you up there. Okay, you guys, you all know nobody does the sail away party like Carnival does, and today is no exception. That's the whole thing. Well, I didn't feel like going to the main dining room. After the fiasco of today, I just thought I would take it easy and come to the Lido buffet for dinner before I do the opening night bingo and then the opening night show tonight. So I guess my tip for this portion of the embarkation day is don't wear yourself out. You're going to be on a ship for a while, so if you don't feel like getting dressed and going to the main dining room on the first night, then you don't have to. That's what the buffet and all the other choices that you have are there for. So what I did and what I suggest you do if you're going on a cruise or if it's your first time on a cruise on the first day is after sail away, when your luggage comes to your room, I suggest that you just take the time to unpack, get organized, make sure that everything is the way that you want it for the duration of your trip. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, once you've unpacked all your luggage, most of the time you can just slide the empty luggage pieces just right underneath your bed. So they're completely out of the way. They don't take up any closet space or any floor space. They're tucked underneath the bed, nice and neat. And yeah, so then you can just relax for a little bit, decide what you want to do for dinner, and if you want to go to the evening show or whatever they have going on, then you can do so. So that's what I did. I unpacked, I got organized, I stowed away my luggage, I rested for a little bit, decided what I wanted to do for the rest of the night, which for me is going to be bingo and the opening show, and then come have some dinner. So let's take a look at what I'm having. So actually they had the same exact menu items that were being served in the main dining room, so I'm not really missing out on too much. I chose to get me a salad to start off with, and then they have the barbecue braised ribs, a vegetable Wellington, some shrimp, Szechuan shrimp, some pasta, and then a crawfish, like phyllo. It's basically like a crispy little crawfish roll. So anyway, this is what I'm having tonight, and it's all stuff that was on the menu over at the main dining room, except I didn't want to go. Yeah, so I didn't feel like going to the main dining room, so I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Good evening, everyone. So change of plans. I know I said I was gonna go to bingo and to the show tonight, but I decided I would take some of my own advice and some of the tips that I've been telling you guys and actually apply it to myself and not push it. I felt tired. I felt done with today. So after I had dinner, I came back. I did some self-care. I cut my fingernails and I cut my toenails and put lotion on and all the stuff. and have just kind of been chilling. And so I don't think I'm leaving the room tonight. Hey, that is the amazing thing about being on a cruise is you can pretty much just do what you want to do, right? And I think for my last tip of the embarkation day, I think I would just tell you guys to do just that. Don't worry about over planning. Don't worry about going to every single little event that they have. Don't worry about pushing your limits. Just do what feels right. Do what you enjoy on your vacation and relax. Just do what makes you fun. Do what makes you happy, relaxed, and what makes you enjoy your vacation the most. And tonight, for me, that's going to be sitting here in my room, sitting here in my room, doing nothing, talking to you. So, anyway, yeah, I mean, what an awesome day. So, it was kind of hectic. It started off kind of crazy, but I really enjoyed just relaxing. I'm really liking this room so far. Um, I'm sure I'll know more about this room tomorrow when I actually like take a shower and everything and get ready. But so far, I'm really liking the room, and being on the back of the ship is a little bit more bumpy than what I'm used to, but I'm okay with that because it's a new room that I've never been in before. It's a different layout. It's really kind of, it's always nice to do something different. But anyway, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed Embarkation Day. I hope you enjoyed the tips that I tried to throw in here and there. I am planning on doing a completely different video where I'm just talking about tips for Embarkation Day, so stay tuned for that. But hey guys, by the way, I am almost to my 4,000 watch hours to become monetized on YouTube, but I need more subscribers. And I am terrible about asking for you guys to subscribe. So I'm taking this time now. Please subscribe to my channel. I promise you, I have lots of great information that's going to be coming and lots of other trips planned. So just hit the subscribe button. It's free for you and it helps me out immensely so that I can continue to do all these things. And tomorrow is a big day. We have a sea day tomorrow. And although I do have some work I have to get done, I have my calendar planned of the things that I want to do. And of course, I'm going to bring you guys along, and I'm going to try to make sure every day of this series is not just about what I'm doing on the ship, but tips and tricks about helping you guys when you come on your journey so that you know what to expect and then maybe have some insight along the way. So I hope you guys are well, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing and liking this video, for supporting my channel, and for just being amazing. So anyway, I will talk to you soon tomorrow. Good night.